Good morning, it's Jane with Scraptastic Yarns podcast, and I got some Happy Mail, so I thought I'd show you some of it. This card comes from Liliana, and it's a little raised card. It's very nice, very pretty. It just says, Dear Jane and family, Merry Christmas, and I wish you a year of 2020 full of favors from the Lord. Love, Liliana. You are a joy to watch. Thank you, Liliana. The next card comes from Linda. And look how pretty that is. I'm trying to get away from the glare. It says, may your home be full of love and laughter this holiday. The Quilty Crocheter. And this one comes from Shelly, of Shelly's Sassy Stitches. And the dog has glitter on his face. It says, wishing you peace, love, enjoy this season. Take care, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year to you and yours. Much love, God bless. Shelly and Randy, Mr. Sassy Stewart. Excuse me. And I would imagine he's very sassy. This one comes from Billy, the Crafty Floridian. Isn't that cute? And it just says, Jane, Christmas memories are extra special when shared with friends and family. Hugs and love, Billy and Rosie, the Crafty Floridian. And, you know, Billy, you need to get Rosie to learn to sign her own name. That would be cute. And this comes from Cheryl and Chuck. Look how cute that is. Here comes Santa Claus. And he knows you've been doggone good this year. Merry Christmas, Jane. I love you, my yarny sister. And she also included a Christmas picture. Isn't that cute? Yep. Wynn is a keeper, definitely. I don't know why, but my nose has been driving me nuts. Maybe it's all that working with that alpaca blend. And Miss Mama Kayla and Phoebe. Yes, look how cute. It's a great picture. And Kayla, you too need to get Phoebe to learn to sign her own little name. Could you imagine getting Christmas cards with their little paw prints on them? And this next card comes from Bridget. That's a real pretty card. It says, Jane and family, let us rejoice on the day Christ was born. Merry Christmas. And it also has, and it's one of my favorites, where is he that is born King of Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and are come to worship him. That is Matthew. Pretty. Of course, it might be that it was from being around a lot of people yesterday at the singing. Joy to you and yours. And this comes from Rosie at Nona's Stitching Lounge. It says, Jane, in every smile you see, in every moment you share, in every memory you keep, hope you feel all the warmth and wonder of Christmas. She says, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and that the new year brings health and happiness. Keep on crafting. Well, I'm going to steal a line from Llama Mama. I'll keep on crafting till my fingers fall off. You know, I have to say, Kayla has the best sense of humor, and sometimes we just have to laugh at some of the challenges we face. Um, and she takes on a good-hearted look at her challenges every day, and she's got a wicked sense of humor. I love it. This comes from Lisa's Crochet. Isn't that pretty? She says, "My dearest Jane, a long overdue thank you to you, Jane. You were my very first subscriber, and you gave me my very first shout out. Cannot thank you enough. You will always be my number one. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year." But that is really cute. And I am glad that I found you, Lisa, because you make me smile every time I see your, your next video. This one comes from Melissa, and it's Merry Christmas. Train with Santa. It says, "Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Wishing you happy times, sweet surprises, and all the joys of the holiday season." And here's the last one for today. And this one comes from Val. And I think I showed this the other day, but I wasn't positive. If I don't put them over to the side that says go hang them up on the wall, then I can't remember if I showed them. This comes from Val. "Jane, wishing you a wonderful holiday and a happy, hopeful new year. Thank you again for the quality drawstring and the enjoyment you bring to the crochet YouTube channel. Hugs, Valerie." That's it for Christmas cards today. I'll show you a little bit of what I got done while we were singing. And it was one of those things. It was a holiday sing-along. And, you know, once a month they were doing the sing-alongs with a group of people who just got together, a couple of guitarists, a bass player, you know, like orchestra bass, not a guitar bass. And one of the guys plays keyboard occasionally. And they get together and they had formed this little group called the Tears. Tears as in falling down your eyes. Because they joked about they were bad about it, but they enjoyed doing it, and so they were going to do it. But they have gotten very good about these sing-alongs, and they, you know, they go all over the place for them. But they had changed their day to Friday mornings, which is when we quilt. Back in the spring, the part of the spring semester. So we couldn't go for the singing. Well, now that the lead person has retired, most of them are all retired. They are now back on the schedule from 1 to 3 on Friday afternoon, so we're able to go again. But this was a special Christmas thing that they did. And the person at STEP that told us about this and it had invited us to come is one of the supervisors there. And she told us it was 1, you know, starts at 1, and she didn't tell us any more. We didn't see anything. When we walked in the door, there's a sign. They had already started singing. They'd been there since 11:30. It was a luncheon and sing-along, music jam. We were supposed to have signed up for. This particular supervisor, for several years, has tried to basically shut down the Mill Hall Senior Center. She doesn't like it. She ignores us. When we did have a center manager, she did everything she could to irritate, thwart. Each center manager had to report numbers of how many people were in their centers daily. And this person just didn't care for our center managers. They just butted heads because they're both very strong, independent women. And so that supervisor was changing the numbers and turning those numbers in. And our last center manager had looked and said, "Who's changing my numbers?" Well, come to find out, it was this lady, and I use that term loosely, that did that. So she is one of those people that causes a lot of drama and a lot of issues wherever she goes. But like I keep telling the girls at the fire hall, we just need to keep her in our prayers, you know. Maybe she'll change her ways and become a better person. That's all we can hope. But we still went in and enjoyed ourselves and played the bells and did whatever they had, and so it was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. But while we were there, they had obtained a truckload of items that they had used for the Santa box, and they had extras. So they gave them out as presents. I'm going to show you what they gave us. It's a nice, lovely scarf. It's doubled. Now, some of you who are gamers may recognize this symbol. Do I look like a ninja? These scarves are based on the game Assassin's Creed and the movie. So you have all these older people, and let me tell you, I'm the only one in there that knew that it was Assassin's Creed and what it was. And when she handed it out to me, and I just cracked up laughing. And one of the gals next to me goes, "What are you laughing about?" I said, "Why don't you ask your granddaughter or your grandson about Assassin's Creed?" So, it's very nice. But I now have an Assassin's Creed scarf. And as I've been teasing, I'm now a ninja. I do have a license to kill now. So, we just giggled about that. You know, once I was telling them about it, and they're like, "Oh my." I said, "Well, you know, you don't pass up free gifts, and this was free." So my husband found it rather funny, giving a bunch of people that are 60 years old up to about 95 Assassin's Creed scarves. So, yeah, sorry, it just tickles me. That is it for today. We're off to go do our regular grocery shopping and some things. I have some packages to mail out, and I need to get a move on so that I can be ready down to the post office before they shut in that short span that they're open today. They're like open 2 hours sometimes. I wonder why they even do it, but you know, whatever. All right, I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.